They can see us, Miss Green. I'm seeing us on MRD. I'm not sure if they can hear us, but
we are live.
I'm seeing us, so I just wonder if we can begin.
Yes, sir. Again, sir.
And good morning to everyone from the St. Leonard's Boys School as we come together today in our actual virtual sports day here at the St. Leonard's Boys School. And we have Mr. Franklin with us, who is just going to share with us about sports at the school and what we have engaged in over the last couple of years. Mr. Franklin?
Good morning, Mr. Principal and all St. Leonard's family. Over the years, St. Leonard's has been a force to be reckoned with when it comes to sports. Way back in 1960, when St. Leonard's started to emerge as a champion school, it was in the form of a football. And as we go over through the 70s and the 80s, we have improved. Now, before that, we did not have any facilities to play home games, and we were like nomads. No, nomads are people who go from place to place. So we would go any place that a ground with a club would allow us to play, and that would be our home ground. And we would have had home grounds as far as Pori Spring, as close by as Emerton Lane, where we had on the 13, and we had on the cricket 19 cricket, and we also utilize the stadium, YMCA, Barbados Community College, Belfield, and all those grounds we had to go to play games. And so we were resilient. And although we didn't have a home ground, we started to win some competitions. And in the recent times, we have done extremely well. After we started to play home, we got more and more students being involved, especially the other sports like road tennis and table tennis and so on. And I remember in 2012, we won nearly all the sports that we participated in. We won football, that was about 2012. We won football, championship, we won cricket, won world tennis, we won basketball, we won volleyball, we won something in hockey, and cross country. And also over the years, you have done so well that we would have been invited to take part in competitions overseas. And we went to competition in Trinidad and Guyana to play football and cricket. And then recently, we went to Washington, D.C., where our boys did very well. And so, as apart from being invited, the boys were exposed to the scouts from those countries. And then we would have realized that boys like Terry Gale would have gone on a scholarship or club contract, rather, to play professional football. There, Reese Stevens, they invited to college to study. And then we have boys recently as Amari Boys representing Barbados, Shamar Holder playing for Barbados and into the CPL competition. So we have come of age and we continue to progress in the areas. When you get back to school, you realize we have 4 beautiful courts that were repainted by the National Sports Council. And so it means that we will have to represent ourselves and regroup again and have our tennis team back in training. In 2005, we made a tour, the only school that I've ever toured overseas, and that was world tennis because we won the championship in 2002, 3, and 4. We were invited to Grenada, and we played there in Grenada, and we beat everybody in Grenada. And so that was a highlight for our sports. So our future plans are we have to establish a sports club where all student athletes and so on will come together in a forum similar to the Students' Council so that they can share one another's experiences and support each other during games. We also will reintroduce competitions in various sports throughout the school year once we have permission and we have the situation under control, and an appointment of a sports captain or games captain for the school. So as we go forward for sports at St. Leonard's, we hope that everybody would come on board and be involved in one of the sporting disciplines that we have, and we have about 15 of them, and I mentioned some already. So we hope that as soon as schools restart face-to-face, we would have a whole set of boys coming on board, and especially those boys who they say they can't really run. We have chess coming back on stream, and you will visit my screen to see chess. So we are on our way back again, and I hope you will enjoy the athletics and football as is being presented to you now. I thank you very much.
Thank you very much, Mr. Franklin. And we are going to go now to just a few of our races in our last sports 2020, where we would have done very well. Adams House again was victorious. And then we moved into the Frank Blackman zone finals, where we did very well again. We placed 3rd, just behind St. Michael's and Commonwealth. And we were looking forward to our inter-school sports, where we were secretly preparing to decimate all and sundry. And therefore, we just want to go back to that this morning, and then we will switch over into the football. So I trust that all will enjoy what you see this morning. You might see yourselves, might hear yourselves. The drums were beating. We had all that excitement. I remember there were almost, I told the boys if I get 700 boys, I would run. And they turned out in their numbers. There were more than 700. And they were ready to run. And I think Mrs. Earl was the one who told me not to. So you have to blame Mrs. Earl for, I was ready. I had on my tracksuit and everything. And I was ready to go down the track as I had promised the boys to do. So this morning, as we share, I trust that everybody will enjoy. And the first formers, you will see what happens at our sports. And I hope you too and all the other new members who've come in, that you'll be a part of it as we return, hopefully next term. So do enjoy our viewing this morning.
Boys have to run this like a straight 400. Adams is peppering going around the field. No wasting any time, making sure they take the lead. We have one. Watch out with some long shots. Can he make it? Is that King House that has taken the lead? Is that King House? Can he maintain that? King House? Here comes Butcher from Wales. Fighting to hand over the lead. Here's hand over. Who takes it? Then King, then Springer. Adams now. Hackett. Boys are still running in their lane assignments. Springer is still on top five. Royal is still on front. Adams and King are closing the gap. Closing the gap. Here comes Todd for Hackett. Here comes Todd. Can he close the gap between the lead and field? No, says well. You are not going up here. Fighting, we're fighting and making the field. Fighting, and he does. Hands over to Biden. Winning, swinging. Here comes Adams, King, Hackett, and Springer. But Roland Bubbles from Waterhouse is not taking any chances and is full strike. Maverick. Can Joseph Maverick? Can he make it up? Can he take it? Let him lose it. Come on. Who will be to hand over this? Leonard says no. fighting hard for the first 100. Making sure their house gets the lead. First handover. They say cover had it, but no. Loro is taking over. Loro has it. Springer is fighting hard coming up. Loro is still moving. Springer now. Taking second position. Adams coming up right behind them. Hockey is making a push for fourth position. Pushing hard. All the way to the end of the 200. Fighting hard. And will first handover straight into the 800. Into the 81. Going along the way. Straight away, Springer right behind them with the arms. Oh no! Springer! Springer! And Adams! 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 Oh no! Springer is fighting back! Springer is fighting back! Low at the 200. Low at the straight are getting longer. The straights are getting longer. You are not alone, Adams. Oh no, Springer! Kicking in overdrive. Lengthening that room. Taking the limit, Springer. Coming in second position, Adams House. I will have World still fighting. World still fighting. K-House still fighting. Hackett trying to maintain. Ripping off. There we go. There we go, King House. First handover. Royal House right behind. Hackett coming up. Oh no, Adams. Adams taking over. Second. Royal House. Who will it be? Who will it be? Royal House is in the lead. Hackett coming up strong. Royal is still in the lead. Adams falling in behind. King House fighting for the end. The win. Royal House running away easily. And they're off. Looks pretty even. We have King moving up. Royal moving up. First handover. Second handover coming up. Oh no! Who is this in the lead? Who is coming up strong? It is Adams. It is Carver. It is King. Rose. Carver is fighting. Can they take it? No. Adams. Carver. Willow. Dennis Springer. Great talent.
Looks like Springer is out front leading. Let's see if he can keep that strength up. Really closely behind Rob Adams. And Adams is trying to take the lead from Springer. He has successfully done it.
As we approach finish line,
This is a call for all competitors in the under 15 boys 800 meters. All competitors under 15 boys 800 meters. Please report to the power intake immediately. Those athletes are Ethan Johnson, Springer, and Johnny Page.
Adams has a first position. Right there, all right. Springer House, second.
And they're off. This is going to be an interesting race. You're just seeing green and black.
Morning, how are you doing?
Sir,
Yes, it is.
gonna go, you know, people?
Adams House is taking over the field. Is this going to be a 1, 2, 3, 4 Adams House? Can Hackett come back? Inter-house competition. All Adams, all Adams. 1, 2, 3, 4.
Bag. Bag.
come up. So it is Hockey and Adams. Hockey and Adams. Take it all the way down to the end. Already. Hockey and Adams. Already. Adams has brought it over. Leslie. We have a very strong runner from Hackett House leading the field. And 8 leading the field. Adams House is challenging him. Coming up, Adams House taking over the lead and taking the race. Adams House, Hackett, Carver, Spurrier. Will this be a photo finish? That's a strong.
But right now, I see Adams House. For the close team, I see Brenner House. At this point in time, I see Springer House front, followed by Adams House. Adams again, ensure that young man is from our house with the red pants. Hackett House, Springer, Adams, Hackett, Morrow, Crown Corners, Colscare, and King House. And we still have two more students in the race.
My word. Look at the strike from Leonard Burrows. Leonard Burrows of World leading the pack. Comfortable strike. Looking to issue a challenge. Coming up in lane 4, on you. Yes, and this is challenging. Oh no! Look at them go! Hackett Adams in the lead. Hackett. And it. Loyalty. Adams, let me kill.
Live with that. I can live with that, Dave.
Will we get the same finish this time? Will we get the same finish this time? Will we get the same finish this time? Oh no! Oh no!
And I trust that you enjoyed that reflection there on our Interhouse Sports in 2020, as we really had a wonderful time at the stadium together. And the boys, we had our DJ in, we had the Zigzagging, I think that's what it was called. Mr. Watson led in that, and what a wonderful time, and we're looking forward to having that again. And then we transitioned into the BSAC Frank Blackman zone, and we just want to share just 3 races from that zone where we did very well in. So do enjoy as we share that this morning.
The shift system. That's what
Yes, they do that.
they're using here.
Yeah.
On the starter's orders. And this one should be on its way shortly.
So the gun is gone, and we'll see who are the actual competitors. 4 of them. So from St. Leonard's boys, we have Burrows, and from St. Michael, Richards, Nathan Richards. So Briggs is out. Yes. Stefan Hines from Queen's College, and Aidan Wallace of Combermere School. Believe this lad, Aidan Wallace. I think you would know who his father is. Henderson Wallace.
Andy Wallace?
Yes.
I know Andy Wallace.
So just about the halfway mark. Well, past the halfway mark, the 150 meters remaining here. The lad from the St. Leonard's boys, that's Burrows. He's in the lead. So 56.64 is the time that they're looking to beat. So here he goes. And 59. A 59.19. Oh my goodness. Diving across the line there and being picked up. Oh, sportsmanship there.
Yeah, good sportsmanship.
Excellent sportsmanship. Wallace helping, the guy from QC coming to give him a hand as well.
So 59-22. Burrows from St. Leonard's Boys. He's going to win this section. That's his time.
Yeah, so I think at this time we'll be able to get that.
Still salivating over that run by Leila Haynes. So that was tremendous.
You mean the ankle leg of the 4x4?
Absolutely.
Special.
Special young lady. So Knight, Woolsey, and they're off. Pilgrim, Stricker, Ford, Scanterbury, Ford, Pitt, and Chester. And in the inside from the St. Leonard's Boys, it looks like a Murray Knight. And he's supposed to attack. Knight is going to cross the line now. 11.31 second. The young man, Jaquan Durant Woolsey from the Lodge School. Those are the
And that was just a glimpse of what we did at the Frank Blackman zone. And indeed, as I said, we placed third in that zone. And today, as we transition into the other aspect that you heard spoken about this morning, the football, the school is known for football. And today we're just going to view one of those football successes, 2018 finals against Combermere. And I invite you to take a look and to enjoy this match today.
Hour and 20 minutes away from crowning two schools, Combermere School, Religione Humani Custodia, was fear God, think need. Like two schools, very impactful mottos. Certainly, their impact not be denied. This evening, only room for one champion. There are both Marlon Hart, the head of the team. Maybe head Leonard's of the right to be confident. Pay some great football. I'm not sure if we're gonna get a word from both coaches. Time to our entire team. Word. Both coaches. Sorry. Here are the team. bit of a chat. Both captains. In Combermere, Andre Applewhite. And I must apologize, gentlemen, beforehand. Went to Combermere for 8 years. Very difficult. So I'm going to turn over to Anmar, who has both captains with him, Andre Applewhite.
What does it feel to be in the final? All right. What's the game plan today? Obviously, you don't want to let too much over the bag because your opponent is standing right next. Thank you so much, Andre. Mr. Phillips, St. Leonard's has been in the final number. More on from. Tell us about it. Yes. Yes. Gonna be talking about it. Yes. Well, all the best. Well, you've heard it here first, and you'll leave the players to do their thing on the field, and we head back up to Nicholas Maitland in the commentary box.
Just a cap there. Thank you very much, Anmar. We just had the two captains not wanting to release much out of the bag in terms of their game plan for this afternoon, but certainly we don't need game plans. We don't need tactical explanations right now. What we need is a goal. What we need is goals. Both teams will be concerned about scoring goals. That will be the game plan, I'm certain, for both teams. Their team sheet as well as the Leonard's team sheet. So let me just give you an idea who is in this game. University of Waterford, Ashton Brewster, Gerard McAllister, Jelani Chandler, Daquan Haynes, the captain, Ramon Toppin, Devontae Richards, Jalen Jilks, Nathan, Paul Clark, Zachary Bellamy. Those 11 players for Combermere and yes, Paul Clark, the field as well. For St. Leonard's boys, Ashton Brown, Daquani Phillips, Mario Marshall, Damilo Watson, Akil Barrow, Jaden Miller, Denico Brown, Davion Nurse, Akil Lane, Niall Reed, Stephen, Tyrese Motley. Yes, just as we said that, Paul Clark joins us in the commentary booth. I didn't know that there could be two people in this world called Paul Clark, but I'm sure he's on the Combermere team, isn't he? Yes, he's on the Combermere team. He could only be on the Combermere team. And ladies and gentlemen, I'm sorry for all the bias that you may hear in my voice. This is football. We all have preference. I'm not hiding my preference. Final. The Mr. Jose Boyce on the touchline for Combermere as well. Fabian Mastaya, also coach of the UE Blackbirds in the Premier League. He looks very composed, very calm and relaxed here on the touchline. A few minutes before kickoff. Kwame, what are you expecting from these two heavyweights, this heavyweight battle here at
St. Leonard's may be the favorite. They're more synonymous with dominating in school football. Commonwealth better known as superior team in terms of cricket. But nevertheless, I'm trying to be even here in my commentary rather than trying to.
Yeah, I think that you should be the impartial voice here and let
Exactly.
me be the one. Because just now you were quite impartial, even though your alma mater was playing and won 3-0. So if your alma mater won 3-0, I believe my alma mater 3-0. Now, that's only fair. And it's only for balance in football. So let's hope that happens. But you have to be one.
So that it's a balanced game in terms of goals scored. I hope it goes right down to the end. I hope it's evenly contested. The other game was pretty one-sided. Valley School taking third place. They will have something to show the boat certainly at school tomorrow. I don't know of the two and Michael teams, Commonwealth out of Waterford and St. Leonard's out of Richmond Gap. Very much located right in the city.
Not too far from each other either.
Yeah. If you're just joining us, this is the finals of the Coca-Cola Barbados Secondary School Football League. Under 19 finals contested between Commonwealth School wearing the blue and, can I say gold shirts?
Blue and gold, blue and yellow, ultramarine and gold, whichever. The most patriotic school in Barbados. Colleague and our good history. Tactical dissemination, tactical information from Coach Messiah. He's been there before. He's done that. Certain more relaxed. All right. More bino well themed photographer. All the media's here. The referees now take to the field. I see Tonya Dean, also referee in our Premier, is taking control of this one. So we have a lady commanding things in the middle. Both these teams now look to battle. They know each other very well, as we said before. A ding-dong battle to rival. Many national players on show for us this afternoon. Only wish, apart from seeing a good game, that those entering our commentary booth close the door. Taking a dig at
Leonard's here.
Pre-match.
Very bright red.
A very bright red, and you have to see them on the football pitch, whether you're seeing them from far away or very close. You have to see them. Very unmistakable team, and reminds me of teams who were all red, like Liverpool. And can you think of any other teams that play in all red? Southampton.
Team in Germany.
Many teams. Many
Leverkusen.
teams. Yeah. And here we go. We're waiting on the toss now in the middle between Applewhite and his counterpart. Just moments away now from the kickoff. 80 minutes away from crowning the Coca-Cola Barbados Secondary Schools Football League champions for 2018. As I said, I played in this competition in 2010 and 2011. Made 4 substitute appearances.
Benfica is another team.
Yeah, Benfica in Portugal. Yeah. Not many teams play in blue and yellow, but I guess Combermere will be one of the first teams and more preeminent teams to play in blue and yellow. One thing that must be said about the captain, Andre Applewhite, he is a Premier League footballer. He plays at the highest level in Barbados. So I am sure that his experience from that level coming down here, in addition to Hashim Brewster, who is a national under-17 centre-back, I think their experience in the back line, in the back 4, will greatly boost Combermere, who look to be set up in a 4-1-4-1 formation and 4-5-1 with a midfield 5 and a lone striker, whereas St. Leonard's boys look to be set up in a more free-flowing formation, but very similar in a 4-3-3. Referee Tonya Dean just discussing a bit of the rules with the players as we anticipate her whistle. 25 minutes to 5 in Barbados and the Eastern Caribbean. I'm very nervous. I feel as though football is making me very anxious this afternoon. My alma mater is playing in the final, and Manchester United are currently at home to Arsenal in the English Premier League. And a goal down as we speak. Squadron Mustafi scored that one. Just a bit by the way. But the main action we are focused on here is Combermere and St. Leonard's.
So,
And we go at 4:36.
Our producer, Paul Clark, told me earlier that Combermere is going to win this finals.
Well, he didn't even have to tell you that. I could have told you that.
But you don't seem so convinced.
St. Leonard's looking to build possession early on in this game.
I will also tell you that Manchester United has equalized, if that makes you feel any
Oh, they
more
have?
relaxed.
That doesn't really make me feel anyway because Combermere are playing. I loved Combermere before I loved Manchester
Okay.
United.
Very well
So
said.
we know who I'm giving my main attention to. Here's Combermere on the ball in midfield, looking to spread it now to Applewhite. Gives it back to the man on the left flank. Nice control. Looks to get past the defender. Does not. And St. Leonard's is a very, very tactically strong and physically strong as well. So Combermere will have their work cut out for them. On the left now, looking to force that one. And Combermere with the throw-in. I see Marlon Hart on the touchline. Fabian Messiah coming out to the touchline for the first time in this game. And Combermere on the ball, looking to establish possession early on. Very good pass into the midfield. He can turn now. And giving the ball now to the other half of the centre-back pair. Expansive ball played to the right wing, headed on by the St. Leonard's defender. And as for the first game, Kwame, I think you are in charge of names for this second half as well. You see our colleague Anmar has the teams, how they're laid out here. I think that soon from now, the fans will be able to see such information, but we have this information for us. So you can look here and see if you can be a little more acquainted with the names, because you are the name guy. I'm just going to call the game as I see it. Here's Combermere coming forward. Nice return pass. Looking to spread that one wide. And it's played slightly behind him, so he has to come back for that one. And Combermere just trying to keep the ball as well as they can. We were just praising Aline for how well they kept the ball in their third place game against the Lodge School, and certainly both these teams have famed themselves on such play. Niall Reid-Stephen features for St. Leonard's boys as well, and he is another national player and a Premier League quality player. So we did not speak much about Premier League quality in the previous two games, but that is probably why both these teams have made it to the final, because of the quality in their squads. Just 3 minutes gone, and nothing of note to report on as yet, even though Combermere looked to come forward. And when in my day the kits were not this colorful and beautiful. We had some old Umbro kits, just some yellow shirts, and some blue shorts. But now the kits are very much something that I would want to play. I know in those days we had hand-me-down kits as well. And guys probably 4 or 5 years older than us wore those kits as well. Here come St. Leonard's. On the left flank is Reid-Stephen for the first time in this game. Takes on his man. And showing strength. Plays the ball back to the left back as now St. Leonard's can try to hold possession a little longer. Here they come now on the right flank. Builds the ball well, looking for the overlap. Found him. And a bit of coming together there, but a goal kick is awarded. McAllister will be the one to restart play. Here's Brewster. Applewhite. Ball played into midfield. Very good control as well. Ball played back to the midfield. So far, the approach play from Combermere looks very promising. And here comes the ball over to the left flank. And control it. Beats his man. Anticipating the cross. and it's a low one, but it's kind of dealt with by the St. Leonard's defense. But Combermere should be able to regain it before the ball goes out of play. Brewster will allow it to do so.
This is the first bit of play from Paul Clark.
Yes, first dangerous moment for the St. Leonard's defense. And if I may just make a comment on remember we commented on the United Arsenal game, and the coach of my alma mater, Marlon Hart, unfortunately for him, he went to the Lodge School, and the Lodge suffered a pretty heavy defeat in their third place game. And also he's wearing an Arsenal track pants. So I'm kind of conflicted now as to where my support lies in terms of him. Here come St. Leonard's winning the ball from a slack back pass, and a goal kick is given, and Combermere need to be careful with those lapses in concentration, because St. Leonard's is the type of team that would certainly take advantage of those lapses in concentration and bury one in the back of the net. And when that happens, it makes your job even harder to at least try to regain some control in the game. Here come Combermere now down on the right flank, and bit of bubble up action with the ball. Another interception. And so far both teams battling each other well. 6 minutes gone. And here come St. Leonard's. The ball is played outside of the foot to the striker on the flank, number 7.
Akil
Lane. Very well done, Kwame. Great way to keep on top of the names. But he's offside on that occasion. Applewhite beats his man. He's a touch around the man, and showing some experience there. And St. Leonard's player looking to win a free kick from the referee. Here come Combermere, a nice nutmeg. And the defense says, not around here. And looking for the expansive pass on the left. But I think that one will go out comfortably for a throw in. 6 minutes gone. Still 0-0 here in the final of the Coca-Cola Barbados Secondary Schools Football League here at the Wildy Turf. And you are locked into coverage on Trident 10 TV. And we are pleased to be covering these football finals. Here we go again. St. Leonard's on the right flank, looking to bamboozle Applewhite. Applewhite stays firm though. The pass back to the defender, the left-footed expansive pass, looking to stretch the play. But Combermere again defending very strong, defending very sure, building the ball out of the back. And under a bit of pressure, but I'm sure that they will be able to fend off the attack of St. Leonard's boys. 7 minutes and a half. Kwame, how do you see this game panning out?
Quite difficult to judge so far. Both teams look rather relatively competent on the ball. So far, I would say that on this right side, St. Leonard's has tried to get forward, but still too early to call. Both teams seem quite competent on the ball. It's going to be a battle of two apparently technically gifted teams. So maybe one mistake could open up this game, or maybe we could find ourselves toiling and waiting quite a long time for a goal. Here comes Combermere now trying to counter attack, looking for Nathan Skeet. Was Devontae Richards. And battle between Skeet and the defender there resulted in a goal kick to St. Leonard's. Play short as St. Leonard's tried to build from the left. Ball on the flank. Well defended there by the Combermere, but he turns back into his marker. Wins his team of Troy. Taken quickly. Finds the well-built Ramon Topping. There's it way all the way back to number 16, Ashton Brewster, as Braffett trying to get forward. Sorry, Applewhite trying to get forward. Topping. Well dealt with by the St. Leonards. Both teams have defended pretty resolutely thus far. What a beautiful ball. Fine Skeet. If yards in time, switches the far post. Maybe he could do quite better there. He had time. He could probably advance his run into the box. Weak cross there, well intercepted. The St. Leonards now try to build from the back. Long ball. Danger averted by Brewster. Topping shields the ball well. Goes back to his defender and Brewster. As I said, both teams look quite comfortable on the ball without being threatening at the moment. 11 minutes gone in its finals. Being contested between Cormier and St. Leonard's boys.
Reed Stevens builds that one up on the midfield. And that is what I was saying before, Kwame. Combermere need to be careful with these mistakes, especially in their own half, especially in their own defensive third. Now Reed Stevens picking that one up. Just as you were complimenting the Combermere team on their resolute defense, pick that one up, and had he had a bit more composure, he would have tested the goalkeeper. So Combermere need to be cognizant of that fact that the St. Leonard's team very, very good in transition.
Even finding himself all the way back defending. Topping seems like a very strong player. From difficult to get the ball off him. Shot coming in. Dipping, but just going over the crossbar. Would have been a worrying moment there for the goalkeeper in bars for St. Leonard's boys as that ball dipped prodigiously. But luckily for him, it landed on top of the net and not in the net behind him.
I think I'll have to go and get Google on my dictionary for that word that you just blessed us with.
Prodigious?
Yeah, man. I went to one of the best schools, but for some reason that word evades me in terms of its meaning. You have to tell me that definition, and I would assume that you have told me by now. It seems that you may not know either.
It sounds like a word that I saw or heard Trevor Thorne use.
Well, Trevor Thorne is the guy that bring those words to Barbadian football. Here's Combermere trying to defend against St. Leonard's last attack and the shot from distance now. Not sure the St. Leonard's boys feel a bit pressured after that shot from Combermere. A bit pressured to take another shot on goal.
But if you use your thesaurus, you might find the word appreciable closely linked with it.
Okay. Yeah, not bad. I know. Could you remind me of the word again? Let me write it down.
Prodigious.
Prodigious?
Prodigious. P-R-O-D-I. I'll finish spelling later.
Let me Google that there. And Combermere with the ball in their own half, looking to spread the play, looking to get the ball to Applewhite, who's seen a lot of the ball, and presumably because he's captain and one of the leaders of the team, most of his teammates would trust him with the ball at his feet. And good left footer is a very, very good commodity for a team to have. Brewster looking to fight his way with the attackers, and he ends up fouling one of them. No free kick for St. Leonard's for Combermere to defend. As I Google the word that
you have to finish spelling. Prodigious.
Yeah, I think I'm covered.
Okay.
Yeah. That ball goes out for a goal kick. And prodigious, remarkably or impressively great in extent, size, or degree. That was a very good word you used there. I'm very proud of you. I say your wordplay is improving. And the more you commentate with me, I'm sure that it will reach world-class heights.
The more you will learn.
It goes both ways, my brother. The goal kick now. McAllister to get this one underway.
What we would have learned so far that both teams seem to be evenly contested.
So the opening moments of the game are usually in the opening 15 or so minutes. It's probably the best time for both teams defensively because they are focused and they are driven not to concede a goal. It's a very good pass, taking 3 players out of the midfield are coming together, and that is signaled as a foul by referee Dean. The ball is played a bit too quickly, and she brings it back for the free kick just outside of the center circle.
More top in, plays it back to Hashim Brewster. Plays inside. With his back to goal, thought he would look to make an early pass to top in there. Good cover defending there. Fails in his attempt to clear the ball. I'm not sure if he was trying to pass it to the Appleway or if he was going for a long clearance, but doesn't make the contact he would have liked. Goes out of touch for throwing to St. Leonard's. Akil Lane wins his team a free kick, but in the process loses his right boot. So free kick to be taken by another Akil on the team in the form of Barrow. And as I look, I see 5 red shirts in the box. Beautifully weighted ball in the box at the back post and just missing.
What a glorious opportunity for the Richmond Gap boys to take the lead on that occasion. A very well taken free kick.
I'm not
from
sure
this
if it
right
was
side.
Shamario Marshall or if it was Reed Stephen at the back post.
It looked like Reed Stephen to me from here, but I think regardless of who it was a glorious chance for St. Leonard's to take the lead from the set piece, and that would have sent them a long way to getting a good result here. But we still stay 0-0. More fans coming in and filling the middle stand, looking like Commonwealth. Looks like St. Leonard's supporters over there. Commonwealth supporters probably under the tent to our left. Pretty high tempo start to this final. We expect the final to be filled with high tempo football, high tempo pressing, of course, quality on the ball. Jaquan Haynes looking to deliver this free kick up to the feet of the strikers, which he does. Good control and steps away from one man. He's fouled, coming together at the top of the box. I thought it was a foul.
I thought I heard a
whistle. Referee Dean says there's no foul, and they continue. St. Leonard's looking to force that one through the midfield. Here's Applewhite. Now he gets the ball under his spell. Ball played to the left flank. Anticipating the cross now. Tackle from behind. Player stays on his feet.
Skeet, Frank Applewhite, who continue his run.
Finally, the foul is awarded. The free kick is awarded just outside the box on this left-hand side, and a bit closer than the St. Leonard's free kick we had about a minute ago. And Combermere will be hoping to fashion a chance on goal from this very favourable spot. As not seeing who is the one and to take that one. You're the best one with names, so you
number 14, Nathan Skeet.
Nathan Skeet playing on the right wings across the ground and directly into the grasp of the goalkeeper.
I think Devontae Richards would be disappointed with the lack of contact he made there, as that ball was whipped across. Friendly free kick, well taken by Skeet, and that was a good chance there from about 4 or 5 yards out.
So both teams had very good chances from their first set pieces of the afternoon, and Combermere's was on target, whereas St. Leonard's flashed narrowly wide of the post, looking for the ball to unsettle Brewster, and he's got a slight clearance in, and I think that the attempted left foot clearance cannoned off his right boot, and that's why he didn't get the height and the distance on it that he would have wanted. Seeing Fabian Messiah organizing his troops, making sure that they can make the best of this position that they are in the pitch. Almost 20 minutes, almost half time in the first half. St. Leonard's get the ball restarted. Ball thrown straight into the box. It is back to goal. Lemire waiting desperately to get that one clear, but it's a corner to the Richmond lads. And their second set piece of the day. They will hope to come a little closer than they did a few moments ago.
Not saying the name assignment for number 12 of St. Leonard's boys, but he seems to have gone across to the corner flag to take the corner. Lovely ball in again, and unmarked is looks like Shaquani Phillips.
Saw many heads go up there. Well, 3 or 4 players rose for the ball. Didn't really see any Combermere defenders going up for it. Rather, the St. Leonard's players were the ones who dominated the air. And I'm sure they practice set players a lot in training because they seem very organized and have a lot of desire in the set piece. The goal kick is taken, headed on in the midfield, but St. Leonard's can head it back into the danger area. There's now Reece Stevens. Nice feed on the left wing. Ups that one back to his left back. Is back to him as well. Nice interplay in the midfield, and Reece Stevens can take control of this situation now. Looking to play that one to the right flank. He could have kept telegraphed that pass, and Reece Stevens gets it back. Cuts inside now on the left. Beats 2 men. Now looking for the shot from distance, and it's a very good save by McAllister in the Combermere goal. And Reece Stevens for the under-20 team about a month and a half ago, scored a cracker from that type of position. So he has that in his arsenal. He has that range of shooting, and the Combermere need to be very careful with that. And you just saw how he dominated that entire play, running from the left wing to the defensive midfield area, back to the right wing, cutting in on the right wing and taking a shot. That shows his range as a footballer, his range of positional awareness, and his football intelligence. And that was the most classic example of such. I think that he will be the danger man for the St. Leonard's team. Now Reece Stevens wearing the number 10, the boys in red, and a very dangerous free kick now just outside the box, and Reece Stevens will be the one to assume responsibility for this one. You've seen he has a very good left foot, extremely good left foot, even though he has a teammate for company.
So I see a 6-man wall, and I also see Zeno Brown.
I think we need another man in that wall. Here's Harris. Oh,
what a rocket!
I spoke about this young man's left foot and his tactical intelligence, his tactical awareness, and his football intelligence. He showed his class just a moment ago, and with the free kick in such a favorable position, one would not have put their money on him to miss. Heartbreak for Combermere early on, setback for them. In the 23rd minute, now Reece Stevens puts the boys in red 1-0 up over the university team. Kwame.
The wall didn't move. And even with the wall, I don't think it would have helped the keeper. He probably needed a sliding door to prevent that shot from getting in. But it's fantastic technique, well placed, with some fire behind the shot. And St. Leonard's lead 1-0. But it definitely seems, Nick, though, like a game that has goals in it. As Combermere tried to build in from the back. Asaya urges his players to move around. As Richards trying to find Skeet. Skeet has a chance to. That has to be a penalty. Skeet getting goal side of his defender, drawing the tackle, and Combermere immediately after conceding have a chance to be right back in the game.
And just going down the other end of the pitch, Andre Applewaite forcing the ball forward, taking responsibility as captain to initiate that play, and now taking responsibility as captain to bring Combermere back on level terms. As soon as I saw the challenge, I was convinced that it was a penalty. Tackle from behind, did not win the ball. Great feat by the Combermere tackle on that occasion. And referee Tonya Dean making no mistake, pointing to the spot. And the Premier League left footer scored the opener for St. Leonard's boys, and our Premier League left footer look to restore parity in this championship game. Andre Applewhite steps up, and it's the goalkeeper telegraphed where he was going to put that one. It's not the strongest of penalties, and so far it's a tale of two set plays, a rocket of a goal by Niall Reid-Stephen, and a powder puff of a penalty by Andre Applewhite, and Combermere still 1-0 down to their arch nemesis, St. Leonard's boys. Not a very good penalty. The keeper dove to his right about a second before Applewhite took his kick. Totally guessed the right way, and Combermere are still trailing in this one. A bit of discipline to be meted out by referee Dean. She's a no-nonsense woman.
Somehow I seem to prefer how the ladies officiate these games. They allow a lot of contact and they only stop the game where they really need to. And they're never shy of giving a stern word to the players.
I like how you worded that. I like your words there. You're it was a very good description. It's 1-0 still. 26 minutes now on the clock. And a tale of, as I said, two set plays. Combermere failing with their penalty attempt, and Applewhite now barges into his man. Bit frustrated that he could not bring his team back on level terms, but I think Combermere still have so much time. Nathan Skeet was the one showing some good feet to get into the box. And
it was a great ball play. I think it was Richards that played the ball through the Skeet.
Yeah.
Fantastic ball. Stopped it. Beat two defenders. Skeet did the rest. But unfortunately for Applewhite, he couldn't convert the penalty.
Ball is played long and going up for the header, but Combermere's defense more successful than the St. Leonard's attackers. And 26, almost 27 minutes gone now. It's been a helter-skelter first half. You've seen chances. The best chance was a penalty saved by St. Leonard's goalkeeper. Nishawn Brown diving to his right to deny the Combermere captain. Here, Combermere coming in the midfield. Here's the captain, Applewhite. Now to play that one in the midfield. Combermere looking to build steadily and carefully. Bring the ball now to the right flank, the right wing back position. Coming down the right now, cross is into the box. This is Leonard's defender.
It's good
reads it,
there.
gets there first.
For Shaquani Phillips.
And that's the captain of St. Leonard's as well. And he telegraphs that, and that's out for a corner kick for the Waterford lads. You see the crowd building, and this crowd has certainly come here in anticipation of a top championship game. And so far, these 27.5 minutes or so have delivered quality football or quality evening. Here's the corner for Combermere. It's high into the air towards the back post. Applewhite will get there first, controls it well, has two players for company, and loses possession for his team. And St. Leonard's will be the ones to restart this game in the ascendancy. Very, very good passing side. They will look to utilize that particular skill set to keep the ball and remain ahead, but they give it away. But Combermere return the favor in returning possession to them. On the left wing now, Reid-Stephen. And the ball still is in the possession of St. Leonard's. 40 minutes and a half we play here in the Secondary School Football League, sponsored by Coca-Cola. And we thank all the sponsors for being on board for this particular tournament and for this particular broadcast as we look to take Barbados football even further in 2019. Would have thought that December would have come so quickly. It seems as though the year just started and we're in December, and the Christmas music was playing on the radio station since October. They've gone into full effect. So the perfect Christmas gift for one of these two teams is to end the year as under 19 champion. And here's hoping that it can be Combermere for my own selfish reasons. But here's hoping that the team who is the best here this evening is the champion at the end. Ball is sent forward, but Combermere are offside.
Zachary Bellamy.
Just about half hour played in this game. Bit of a high boot as well. As coach Messiah remonstrates on the sidelines. Here come St. Leonard's now, winning the ball in midfield, looking for the side wheel pass forward. It's a good one. Nice control. Up to the wing, anticipating the cross. Cross is deep one to the goalkeeper, who has a bit of company there. No foul called on him, even though he regains possession. Combermere now looking to build the ball quickly. Get the ball through the midfield. Bad touch in midfield. Combermere probably can come away with it, and they do. Looking for the ball to the right. It's a good one. What can he do from this position? Can he conjure up some magic? Held by his opponent, but the ball ends up being St. Leonard's pass, St. Leonard's ball, I should say. And the boys from Richmond dominating possession in the early goings. 31 minutes now on the clock. And they're just looking to keep this one under their control, giving it away though on the right flank. On there, they'll have the ball, have to move it quickly and snappy into the challenge there, and a heavy challenge on the St. Leonard's player on the far side. And he is writhing in pain. The first yellow card of the game. Ready for that tough challenge. So we would expect a measure of consistency by the referee, because in a championship game, if you book a player early, you may have to end up booking more players than you had bargained for. 32 minutes gone. It's been pretty evenly matched, except for the set pieces that have separated the teams. But we expect even more high quality football from these two teams. McAllister on the ball looks very capable in the goal bar. Here's Brewster. And giving it away now. St. Leonard's. Brewster with a fine challenge in the midfield, and gets the ball off his feet and deflected off the St. Leonard's player. Appleweight barged into him, and a free kick now for Combermere on the left. Final 8 minutes or so of this first half, and Combermere have had a few bright moments, but it seems that St. Leonard's are the team full of confidence and looking to bag another championship.
In the last couple of minutes, though, they've been guilty of giving the ball away in their defense, but Combermere has not been able to capitalize on those errors. During the stoppage just now, I saw referee Dean talking to Xavier Nurse, and what could be his final warning before he's potentially booked, as he gets some treatment on the sideline from his coach, Messiah. There's a corner. And so far, St. Leonard's has looked pretty dangerous from these set pieces. Both headers I can remember reaching the St. Leonard's players without anyone marking them. And if these guys can certainly get their headers on target, they can double their lead. As we wait for the resumption, corner taken by Nari Stephen, and the goalkeeper fearing the ball dipping at his far post, tips that one out for another corner to be taken from the other side, this time by Brown. As Jaden Miller quenches his thirst. Brown prepares to take a second corner. Beautiful ball in. Palmer scramble, but get their lines cleared. Seems to be some kind of infringement. Foul being awarded. Free kick to Palmer, taken quickly by the goalkeeper. Here comes Jokes. Spreading it wide to Applewhite. I would like to see Applewhite more involved in the game, though. So far, he's been limited. That's Richards trying to play the ball to Clark and Stride. Since we started, Clark seems to have switched from the left to the right wing. Very good defending there from Applewhite as he's keenly battled and rattled by Shamaria Marshall. Foul there, I think. I thought it was Common Mirrors. Is it penalty? Is it Applewhite? Sorry, Applewhite. But I actually thought the foul was on Applewhite, but he has been adjudged to have committed the foul. And so there's a free kick to St. Leonard's boys. In another dangerous position, certainly within range for another Reed Stephen Thunderbolt. There's no 4-mile wall. Stephen goes goes underneath instead, just wide. Pretty smart effort there by Stephen, just going wide. The wall didn't pick it up. The goalkeeper didn't pick it up. And that would have been a fantastic goal had he hit the target. It's always good when you can see players at this age replicate what they see on television. As I just have my tongue in a twist, trying to describe the action. Okay, doesn't go too far. Richards finds himself on the end of it, plays it to Topping. Almir try to build from the back. Crunching tackle there from Jaden Miller. Reminds his defender that his marker that he's here. And trying to keep his team ahead. And if you want to advance, you have to do better. Akil Lane gets past Applewhite. Oh, by Applewhite. And this time, referee Dean is going to book the Common Mayor captain. Another free kick. This time they're going to not go the option of taking or going for goal through Nell Stevens. Instead, Barrow plays it short to Brown. Free kick has to be retaken. The referee not exactly ready. So, change of plans. Barrow finds Lane. And gets his crossing. Deflected. Brown. Corner. As Brown gets his shot off and sees it ricochet off a Common Mare defender. As he jogs over to the corner flag. Take the corner is to see the Coca-Cola and Scotia Bank advertisement. clearly in our shot. If you're just joining us, and there's at one love. Cross comes in. I figured so Brown was offside, not getting back quickly enough. Quite interesting game though, as we enter the dying seconds of the first half, playing 40 minutes a half in this under 19 schools final being contested between Commonwealth School playing in the blue and yellow, or blue and gold if you prefer, jerseys, and St. Leonard's in the all red. So far for the game though, Toppin has been forced to play most of his passes back to goal or square. Chance here for St. Leonard's. Shot taken, team, straight to goalkeeper. McAllister. Be interesting to see if there's any stoppage time. Up away. Missed a penalty and a golden opportunity to put his team back in the game. Larry Stephen, who's going a bit quiet in the last 5 minutes or so. Here's a long ball.
Long whistle anytime. No. Okay, McAllister win it again. So what do you think of the first half? How is the first half going for you?
I think it's a very good game we have in the making here. I still believe Commonwealth has what it takes to get back in this game. They're going to have to defend a bit better though for set pieces, as I believe if St. Leonard continue to get those kind of opportunities, they can definitely score.
They've come very close with their set piece opportunities, set piece routines so far. But I think Commonwealth just a bit overawed by the occasion. St. Leonard's have been here and done this before so many times.
To score again.
Commonwealth cutting in from the left, plays that one over to the right. Maybe the last chance to get a goal just before halftime. Beats his man well, cross across the floor. And the rebound, oh, is a fantastic save by the St. Leonard's goalkeeper. The rebound almost prodded in. And that would have made it 1-1 at such a crucial time just before halftime. Oh my dear.
It'd be interesting to see the replay. I actually thought that Akil Barrow, I think the ball may have also struck his foot before he made the desperate clearance.
Yeah, it was a lot going on in the box there on that occasion, but as a Cormier man, I really wish that nestled in the back of the net. Good corner, heads go up, and clearance at the top of the box. The shot is awful one, and that's the last action of an engrossing and enthralling first half. Commonwealth trailing a 0-0 to St. Leonard's, as I hand it back over to Kwame to provide his comments.
I like that word, engrossing. I would say, though, that in my opinion, Devontae Richards has been the best player for Commonwealth in the midfield. He's put through a number of delightful and enticing balls, only not to see the finished product being awarded in the form of a goal. But both teams, though, have had decent opportunities, finishing off the half strongly. Commonwealth just had 1 or 2 chances to equalize, and also the captain Applewhite would have missed the penalty. But so far, definitely McAllister, the busier of the two keepers. But the evenly contested game, if you're just joining us, scores 1-1 at halftime in the Barbados Secondary School Football League final between St. Leonard's boys, won courtesy of a beautifully taken free kick by Nelry Stephen, and Commonwealth love as we break for commercials.
Barbados, you us, we're more than just build foundation to roof and everything in between. Building, there is simply no debating. Your construction needs. This is our store, suited for a deal. Barbados Steelworks, a name you can trust. Quality material, depend on us. Barbados Steelworks, we're more than just steel. Foundation to roof and everything in between. Come to Barbados Steelworks.
Blessed good evening and welcome back to the second half action of the Coca-Cola Barbados Secondary Schools Football League. I'm joined by Anwar Goodrich Boyce for the second half. We have had a second half substitution. I'm not sure if any of the teams on show have done so, but we have had a bit of a change in the box. Welcome, Mr. Boyce.
Thank you very much, Maitland. It's a pleasure to be back in the commentary box, sitting next to you. It's been a while.
And I hope you don't get in trouble for being here.
Yes, it's been a while since we've been commentating on matches. Actually, the first time for the year. And it's here at the Coca-Cola Barbados Secondary Schools Under 19 Football Cup. Comamere versus the St. Leonard's Boys. And the St. Leonard's Boys 1-0 to the good as we wait for the second half to begin. That Zachary Bellamy on the ball for Comamere. We're waiting the touch. But yes, the boys from Waterford trail by 1-0. Goal for St. Leonard's Boys compliments the left boot of national player Mr. Now Reed Stevens, and it was a cracker of a free kick, Maitland, and from the time it left his boot, I knew it was destined for the top corner. The Comamere goalkeeper, Mr. McAllister, had no chance. And as a result, Comamere trailed by 1-0. But they also had a penalty, which was saved by St. Leonard's keeper, Nashton Brown. The player for Comamere fouled was Mr. Nathan Skeet, brought down in the box, and then the captain, Mr. Andre Applewhite. There was a powder puff, Maitland, of a shot, allowing Brown to easily save this shot. So that was a little recap of the first half as we see Mr. Nashton Brown prepare to take the goal kick. The ball is floated down the field, headed into the midfield. This is St. Leonard's Boys, plays the leading yard pass. This is now Reese Stevens, plays the cross into the box, comes in, the keeper. Oh, he was in no man's land there. And the St. Leonard's Boys attacker, that's the number 7, could not get on the end of that one. Mr. Akulane.
I as a Comamere man, I have to keep repeating this as well. I was not pleased with that passage of play. Now Reed Stevens has a wand of a left foot. He can do anything he wants with that left boot. And when he gets on the left flank and can look up and search for someone to aim his cross to, is very, very dangerous.
Corner comes into the box. Oh! The chance goes a begging, but we see the flag is already raised by the line's assistant there on the far side. So even if it had went into the back of the net, Maitland, it still would not have counted.
I'm very concerned about my fellow Comamerians. They seem to be still sleeping at the beginning of this second half, and see the interception there right in the midfield.
This is Stevens.
Oh my goodness.
As we see the St. Leonard's Boys now have a free kick, and this is another deadly position for Reed Stevens. And he will be looking to get on his score sheet once again. And we've seen that pieces have been the order of the day so far, Maitland.
St. Leonard's have been very good at set pieces as well.
That's right.
We'll have to wait and see. This is now Reese Stevens. The shot comes in, and this one over the bar. Never troubling the keeper, McAllister. And even if it was on target, Maitland, I think he would have had that one saved. But it's another opportunity for St. Leonard's boys there, and Niall Reese Stevens on this occasion, high and wide. And yes, and Comamere at this point can breathe a little sigh of relief after the opening exchanges of the second half has been all St. Leonard's boys so far as we wait for the goal kick from McAllister.
So far, the second half, I think that the Leonards understand how delicate this score is, and certainly looking to improve on that in this first half and second half. Sorry, and Comamere looking to connect to that expansive pass on the right flank and not doing so on that occasion. But it's going to be very difficult, especially playing against a team like St. Leonard's, who always are on the front foot, who always like to suffocate the life out of their team, out of their opponents. I think it's going to be very difficult for Comamere if they cannot get a goal in this first 10 minutes or so.
Definitely agree with you, Maitland. As St. Leonard's boys have the throw in. Ready. Ball played in the midfield. That's number 12, Zico Brown. St. Leonard's come forward again. The long ball is played over to the flank. Andrew Upwit, the junior national player, is in charge of this one. This is Brown on the ball in the midfield for St. Leonard's boys. Plays the pass now over to Miller. Miller finds Reese Stevens. Back to Miller. Some great 1-2 passing. This is Reese Stevens. Looks for the cross. Still has the ball. And it goes behind for our St. Leonard's boys corner kick. As we see Maitland there, some good one-touch passing there from Reese Stevens and Miller down the left-hand side. And as we know, this is where the St. Leonard's boys are most dangerous.
I tell you, this left foot on this guy, Reese Stevens, so dangerous. Every time he gets on the left flank, I anticipate he's either going to beat his man or put in a delightful cross.
Corner comes in, Miller. Oh, a snap chance there. A brilliant corner into the box from Brown. Comamere unable to get the ball clear. And Miller, I think it took a deflection as we wait and see, but it was a golden opportunity there, Maitland.
Comamere is sleeping, guys. We have our motto. I hope these players can hear me. Our motto, guys, up and on. We need to get up to the task of this game. If not, St. Leonard's boys are going to run us over. And I'm speaking in personal pronouns now because I believe the team needs my support even from all up here.
Corner comes in from Brown, directed at the back post, and Comamere slightly gets the ball here. This is Brown on the ball. Again, plays the cross into the box, and McAllister will easily come and collect that one and boots the ball along, looking for Bellamy. This is Jalen Gilts in the midfield for Comamere. Plays the ball back to there as Comamere look to come forward again down the right hand side.
Finally getting some lights as well here at the Wildy Turf. We were wondering if the guys had to conclude this game in the darkness, but we've got some light here, and certainly the Comareans need to shed some light on whatever attacking plays they would like to implement here. Not on that occasion. Andre Applewhite, he's seen a lot of the ball, and he'll be integral to anything good that Comamere do going forward. And the ball is intercepted again in the midfield. So the technical quality of the St. Leonard's team outshining that of the Comamere team. But regardless of technical ability or quality, it's goals that win football games. And I'm hoping, I'm praying that the Comamere team can reduce the deficit sooner rather than later.
I must say, though, whenever the Comamere team loses the ball, you see the likes of Richards and Jill ready in the midfield to go right back after it, as Comamere have throwing down the left-hand side, as we see some players down on the bench warming up for the St. Leonard's boys. So that means coach Mr. Fabian Messiah may be looking to make a substitution as Comamere look to play the ball forward. This is Comamere down the right-hand side, plays the ball into Richards. What can he do? A loose touch there. And the Ball goes into touch for St. Leonard's boys to win. 47 minutes on the clock. And the scoreline still 1-0. Compliments the left boot of Mr. Nari Stevens in the first half.
It was as though time in the second half is going along even quicker than in the first half. In the first half, it seemed to go along at a normal pace. But in the second half, it's been helter-skelter from the first whistle. And the time seems to be going along helter-skelter as well. And not much technical quality on show from Comamere. And trying to regain the ball from the Leonard's. Tough tackling as well. But I think they need to keep the ball a little better. Operate again. It's possessed. And a free kick now for St. Leonard's to take some of the sting out of the game. I must say that referee Dean has done a very good job of keeping temperatures and keeping the temperature of the game in check. And a bit of a knock picked up by one of the St. Leonard's players. But Anwar, what do you think is the necessary game plan needed to be implemented by Comamere? A goal down and seemingly lacking in desire in terms of being compared to the St. Leonard's team. What do you think they have to do in order to get the upper hand on the perennial champions?
Well, at this moment, Maitland, I will be honest with you. I think the Comamere team, they need to get the ball over to Nathan Skeet a little bit more often. We've seen Richards and Jilts in the midfield doing well, but Nathan Skeet, the junior national midfielder, he hasn't been able to get on the ball as he would have liked. So I believe if Comamere can reach Skeet over on the wings, and he will definitely be influential in Comamere getting the equalizer here, getting back into this game. As you mentioned, up and on the motto for the Comamere school, but currently they're down, but I wouldn't say they're out. You see the free kick floated forward there by Brown. And then those boys try to head or back go into a goal direction as the referee's assistant signals for offside. This is Aken Booster on the ball. Almost loses possession. And he does. And this is Reese Stevens down the left hand side. Cuts back. What can he do? He has a mere defender for company. Crosses the ball into the box. And no headers there at the back post. But the danger isn't cleared as yet. Here comes St. Leonard's boys. As the block there from Appleway. St. Leonard's again continue to knock on the door of the Comamerians.
I don't know about the guys on the pitch, but I feel a sense of trepidation and fear whenever Niall Reed Stevens gets on the ball on the left flank. He's just so confident and so strong on his left side. He's a good dribbler. And here he goes again with another shot. This guy is giving me anxiety over there on the left flank. I don't know how my fellow Comamerians are dealing with him. Maybe we have to double up on him. Maybe a dedicated man marker. But certainly, if he is allowed to run riot, then the game is going to run away from Comamere. Need to get at least 2 players on this guy. Take him completely out the game. He's the creator in chief. He's the shooter in chief. He's the sharp shooter. We need to batten down Niall Reed Stevens. If not, it's going to get very, very, very messy. Not literally messy, but messy.
The goal kick there from McAllister, headed back forwards by Reese Stevens. Plays the ball up to the right flank and unable to keep the ball in play. This is Comamere down. Jalen Jilts on the ball. This is ball into the midfield. Jilts again plays the ball, trying to pick out Nathan Skeet. St. Leonard's defense is on hand to sniff out the danger. Here comes Comamere. This is Bellamy. Skeet on the ball. And flag is up for offside. Comamere are trying hard, Maitland, to get back into this one. St. Leonard's boys have a free kick in their own half. 53 minutes into the finals of the Coca-Cola Barbados Secondary Schools football on the 19 Cup. Up there for it. Here comes Colomir in the midfield. This is Tilts again. Double team. Possession taken away from him. This is Reece Stevens, dangerous. He's into the box. Reece Stevens puts in a shot, and it's a brilliant save there by the Commonwealth keeper McAllister. The shot from Reece Stevens destined for the bottom corner, Maitland, but McAllister says, no way, Jose. It was an excellent save. Reece Stevens probably thought he'd scored his second on the evening, but it was a brilliant save, and Commonwealth are still alive in this one, Maitland.
Oh my dear, I told you this guy is giving me so much fear and anxiety whenever he pops up on the left. And on this occasion, I thought that when he received the ball that my Combamirian tacklers would have gotten to him, but shows such great ballerina feet to nimble his way through the defenders and unleash an unstoppable shot. What I thought for the goalkeeper McAllister sticking out an equally impressive left boot and denying Reed Stevens, who is certainly putting in all his credentials for man of the match of this one. But as I said, we need to have two guys, if not three guys, on that guy because he's absolutely terrorizing Comamere on that left side.
So there, the free kick coming over from Theo Brown and McAllister there. This occasion able easily save the ball. Here comes Comamere. Come forward with Paul Clark. And here comes Clark into the box. Bellamy is unable there to control the ball. He's furious with the referee for not calling a foul there. But that was a good opportunity for Commonwealth to get some bodies forward, Maitland. I said Leonard's come forward again. This is the ball down the right-hand side. St. Leonard's come. Number of red shirts, pass one, no two. Puts in the shot. And it's wide of the keeper's post there, but we see Akil Lane from
just put
the St. Leonard's
two
boys.
two players on their backsides. Much to the jubilation of the crowd. And you see the St. Leonard's boys in the stands, to use a Bajan phrase, doing bad. And up in the thing, certainly, for the St. Leonard's, the Richmond boys. Rich attacking play and certainly bossing this game. Comamere not really with much opportunities going forward so far in these first 15 minutes or so in this second half. But still another 25 left and a substitution has been made. Number 17 for St. Leonard's is entering the fray and number 3 has left. Number 17 with
Hakeem Headley.
As you're watching, he's the one with a bit of plaster on his face. I'm not sure if that is medically necessary or rather it is a fashion statement. If it is a fashion statement, kudos to you, young man, for pulling off what seems to be a trendy fashion choice. Here he is on the ball, plays it back to his man as St. Leonard's will hope that that substitution has not dampened the temperature of the game, but rather will help them to consolidate this result. Heavy challenge coming in. Almost taking out the cameraman there. Mario, you need to be careful, okay? You good over there? Yeah, I think he's okay. Comamere still a goal down and looking to build some sort of response to St. Leonard's.
So Comamere now with Thorin. 57 minutes. This is Richard on the ball. This is Reece Stevens again. Has two defenders for company and is fouled by Richards, who was tracking back. Just to confirm for our viewers, the substitution that Leonard's boys Jakeem Headley in and number 3 out Shamario Marshall as St. Leonard's boys into the box on this occasion, but brilliant defending there. Ball alive. Here comes Comamere on the left hand side. Keeps the ball in possession. Goes out, but last touch of St. Leonard's boys player. This is still in the midfield. What can he do? Plays to Richards as Comamere desperate now. Get back onto the score sheet. Ball in the midfield. Flicks and tricks. able to keep possession. This is Schultz in the midfield for Comamere. What will he do? Plays a decent ball behind. To Nathan Skeet, who's onside. Skeet tries to beat his man. The referee signals for a free kick for the Comamere school, and we'll see another yellow card here for St. Leonard's boys. That number 6, Akil Barrow, is into referees Tony Dean's book on 58 minutes and counting as Comamere prepare to deliver a free kick. That's Nathan Skeet on the ball. Spoke about this young man earlier in the half.
14 top and 10 bottom.
Skeet delivers a weak free kick into the box, but he has second opportunity. Skeet easily goes past his man. Really cross is full. Referee Tony Dean says, get up. Play on as St. Leonard's boys can counter attack. And the ball into the midfield. This is plays the ball back to Skeet. This is Skeet. He has 2 men for company. Puts in a shot! And the goal! Nathan Skeet! We just spoke about this young man. And he has done it for Comamere just like that. The boys from Waterford are back into the game. A brilliant strike for Nathan Skeet. Decent control. Controls the ball.
Watch the
Excellent.
replay. What? Oh, look right over the
Brilliantly.
goalkeeper's
The
head.
keeper, National Brown, stood no chance. And Skeet, look at him, pumped up, says, come on, boys. We're back into this one. And this is how a final is supposed to be. Level peggings, Maitland, on 60 minutes into this one.
Well, you know, I am pleased by that finish as well. What a determined finish as well. He was falling over as just like that cheer that you threw over in your celebration. I'm sure you were celebrating with us as well. But Comamere, at the beginning of the half, seemed to be still asleep as St. Leonard's came forward, but steadily grew into the game. And what a fantastic finish by Nathan Skeet. You were just praising him and Mar. And obviously that can't be a commentator's curse, but rather the commentator's prophetic powers. And a very good tackle by Comamere there. 1-1 on the scoreline, and it has been coming. But for now, it is level. And now with last 20 minutes, who will take the impetus? Who will take the initiative and bring home the championship? Hopefully, it is the boys from Waterford.
Well, I can tell you this, Maitland. It's set up for be a grandstand finish now with that equalizer. As here comes Comamere, the ball into the midfield, and it will be full of confidence, having pulled back the equalizer. St. Leonard's boys look to come forward again. It's the pass. No man's land, and Brewster get the ball clear for Comamere. This is Bellamy. All the way back from his striking position. Comamere look to come forward again. Richards brilliantly done in the midfield. He evades one man and plays the ball out to Skeet, the goal scorer for Comamere. Plays the ball back to Jilts. Comamere now begin to string a couple of passes together. As Bellamy now will be unable to get to that one. As the St. Leonard's boys defender, that the captain, Tony Phillip, knows the ball to go into touch. So 1-1 the score in case you're now joining us. You're live on Trident, and this is coverage of the Coca-Cola Barbados Secondary Schools football on the 19 Cup. And we see now the player from St. Leonard's boys down on the field, and he's about to get some medical treatment. We see the referee, Tonya Dean, there, and the Lions assistant. We also see the coach there from St. Leonard's boys, Mr. Fabian Messiah, in our shop. So like I said just now, the goal compliments Mr. Nathan Skeet from Comamere Maitland, and you said the goal was coming, and the boys from Waterford definitely did not disappoint on that occasion. Out of nothing, Maitland. Skeet. Up and on into the goal net. 1-1 the score. As we have a stoppage here. So Maitland. We have a goal each now in this one. Definitely a final living up to the namesake. We see players still receiving some treatment. We can also see Mr. Booster there from Combermere in our shot. So definitely nice weather, decent sized crowd for our school final, Maitland. And everyone on the edge of their seat, see which way this one will go. We've seen some brilliant football so far for the evening in the third place match. Aline coming out victorious over Lodge, 3-0. Now in the final here of the competition, Leonard's boys 1, Combermere 1. Leonard's boys took the lead in the first half, compliments the left boot of Mr. Nelry Stevens. Then moments ago, Mr. Nathan Skeet equalized with one of his trademark goals just outside the box to make the score 1-1. So play resumes, and this is Combermere. Skeet on the ball, plays the ball to Jilts. As Combermere look to come forward again. And this is Richards in the midfield. Is this possessed? Combermere, he has time and space. Shot down the ball, goes into top. So momentum, Maitland, changing hands for a little bit now, as we're not seeing that dominance that we saw from the Richmond Gap boys, as Richards plays the neat ball down the right hand side. And this is Combermere now. They look dangerous. They cross into the box, and it's a weak one. And Brown is able to come and collect and distribute long. This is Reese Stevens on the ball. Not the best controls there. Ball goes out off of him. Now into touch. Combermere have a throw-in.
Remember, I was saying just about at the time of the St. Leonard substitution, I was wondering if that substitution came at a wrong time for them when they were so much in the ascendancy and taking control of the game, and now Combermere have the chance to come again. His Appleweight tackle from the side and adjudged to have been a clean challenge. But I was wondering if that substitution really threw off the temperature of the game, the complexion of the game in terms of St. Leonard's dominance. And shortly after was the equalizer from Combermere. So I think if I had any criticism of the game and how the game was going, I would be a bit peeved if I was a St. Leonard supporter with Coach Messiah's substitution at that point in time. It really gave the impetus to Combermere because the temperature had dropped, the momentum had dropped, and now the momentum is back up, but it seems to favor the Combermere team. So I think that both teams still have a lot to go. And my goodness.
Oh, it's that man again, Ray Stevens.
As I was
the
saying,
ball into the box, and it's a brilliant header. And just like that, St. Leonard's boys have their lead back. And guess who? Reed Stevens is the man. St. Leonard's boys 2, Combermere 1. And as we see the replay here, ball into the box. Reed Stevens right into the occasion and says, "Thank you very much."
It's as though the defenders didn't move. Reed Stevens, he is a tall man, taller than most players his age, and a towering header. No chance for the goalkeeper, no chance for the defenders. And it's a really, really slack goal to concede after the temperature of the play, after the passage of the play that we just seen. It's a really sloppy goal to concede for Combermere. But still, the better part of 15 minutes remains. Let's see if they can conjure up another equalizer.
Well, they have it all to do again, Maitland. The boys from Waterford. You see Combermere, they look to come forward. This is Jalen Jilts in the midfield. Plays the ball. Tries to play the ball out right. And he's unable there to pick out Bellamy as St. Leonard's boys come forward, having their lead back.
And Marvin was speaking in the earlier game as well. We were comparing our experiences in this particular competition, the Barbados Secondary Schools Football League. Did you play in this competition for Alexandra back in your day?
Definitely, Maitland. I was
Don't lie, no, you know.
I would say a late
bloomer?
striker.
Oh, a late striker.
A
Okay.
late striker. I was that man who would come on and give you, 10 to 15 minutes of a game.
Oh, is this because of fitness or because of ability?
No. It was a tactical play from the
Oh,
coach, Mr. Kurt Corbin. I must give him some credit. We arranged this in a number of training sessions.
Oh, you and him?
Yeah.
Oh,
yeah,
okay,
yeah.
okay. Well, it seems that at that age you were already ahead of your time from a tactical perspective.
Correct.
But did you ever play at this level by a semi-final or a final?
I remember playing knockout match at the Combermere school.
I'm sure you lost that one.
Yes, I did.
Oh,
I remember Mr. Naji Holder, who's actually overseas now playing.
Yeah.
I'm scoring the penalty to knock us out. But I must say, this was the competition as a schoolboy looked forward to most. As Combermere looked to come forward again. And it's flag offside at Zachary Bellamy. Like I was saying, as a schoolboy, Maitland, playing football, this was the competition I anticipated the most. I enjoyed the league format as well, but the knockout, go big or go home, do or die, that aspect of the game really intrigued me. And I would say that I enjoyed my better playing days in the knockout competition. Actually scored one goal for the Alexandra School in all of my 5 years of playing football. I also played a little bit of midfield and a little bit defense, but it was mainly that Chicharito style striker,
Oh,
little P.
I understand you even clearer now. I was a defender in my day, so the only thing I picked up was a yellow card in my time. But I feel very proud of that yellow card. It means I was there, I played, and I made a tackle that was unsuccessful. But I was there. I had the experience. That's a shot from distance, but the goalkeeper was on to it well. The final 10 minutes for these young men. As we said, this is such a prestigious schools title, and 10 minutes to see where it will be headed, whether to Richmond or whether take a longer journey to Bank Hall, through Bush Hall, and end up in Water.
Well, we have to wait and see, Maitland, as Leonard's boys will have the throw-in in their own half. As you mentioned, just about 9 minutes left in the finals of the Coca-Cola Barbados Secondary Schools under 19 competition. This is Richards. Plays the ball in the midfield and is fouled by Brown. Combermere will have free kick in good position. So get some bodies forward, Maitland, and perhaps get another equalizer in this game. Like you see Richards there on the ball, giving some instructions. Coach of Combermere, Mr. Arnold Hart, appears to make a substitution, so it's gonna be number 9 is out. Zachary Bellamy. Number 5 in Jadon Cave. So Hart definitely not happy with what he's seeing. Richards free kick. That one high and wide over for definitely not a good one on that occasion. Combermere try to come from a goal behind for the second time in this match as we wait for Nashton Brown to goal kick. Leonard's boys look to come forward. Here's the ball. Try to get the ball to Reese Stevens, and this is in the midfield. The danger man for Comamere. This is Appleway. Nice pass in there from Comamere. Looking to play the ball into Skeet. A little mix up between the defender and goalkeeper. At the end of the day, St. Leonard's boys get the ball clear. You can see the St. Leonard's boys with a kick. This is Appleway in the midfield. There's the ball to Jalen Jill. Comamere have just about 7 minutes. Muster up. Another equalizer here, Maitland.
7 minutes, 7 very crucial minutes in the end of this championship game. Both teams have competed well from the first minute, but it seems as though the quality of now Reed Stevens, national under-20 player, has been obviously the difference between these two sides. Not been for the lack of trying. That's a thunderous tackle in the midfield. Not been for the lack of trying from Comamere, but it's been a case of very good set piece by Reed Stevens and towering header from him. They've shown their determination to get back into the game with Skeet's goal just on the hour mark. But these final 5 minutes, it seems that St. Leonard's are going to try their best not to let this one slip. Even though the other game that got our interest this evening, Manchester United versus Arsenal, that ended in a 2-2 draw. Maybe this one could end in a 2-2 draw at full time. But we are hoping, well, I can only speak for myself, that the Comamerians can grab the necessary goals to go ahead and make me happy this evening.
Here comes St. Leonard's now. Looking to come forward with possession. This is Brown. Plays the ball up to the right hand side. St. Leonard start to bring a couple passes together. This is Reese Stevens. Plays the ball over the top. Comamere have to defend. This is Reese Stevens on the ball again. Gets back and is very composed on the ball there. Maitland had about 4 players on him. Still managed to get the pass. This is St. Leonard's boys. Plays the ball into the box. That occasion, Comamere had to defend. This is St. Leonard's. Ball comes forward. Comamere can come. Looking to come forward in the midfield. Plays the ball into Nathan Skeet. He has 2 men for company. Manages to get the ball. And it's a brilliant interception there by the St. Leonard's defense. Had to get that one right. Did just that on the occasion. This is St. Leonard's boys. They look to come forward. Here they come. Past one player. Cuts back. No foul awarded by the referees. 4 minutes left. You can see the fans urging on both teams there. You also see some worrying faces in the crowd there, Maitland. Must be Comamere fans as the player there from St. Leonard's is brought down. No card awarded. Like I told you, Maitland. Look at those worry faces there from the ladies.
I'm worried as well. I feel their pain 100%. But this game is not over yet.
Stevens ball away in the midfield as Comamere will have throw in. There'll be another substitution there. Hart, number 12 in. Johnny Strawn. He's gonna come into the fray with 3 minutes normal time remaining. Maitland, we did have some sort of delay to the match due to an injury. So not sure how many stoppage time we will have. Nevertheless, Leonard's boys are on their way to yet another title. Maitland as Comamere look to come forward. They have some time to get back into the game, and this is the new man onto the ball, and the sliding challenge there from Gallagher. No nonsense one. Definitely not playing around with 2 minutes left on the clock. Comamere have a try. This is Heat able to get that one back into the box, into a danger position as Nathan Nashton Brown comes and collects. And here comes Leonard's boys. This is Reese Stevens. And I don't know if you've noticed, Maitland, but Reese Stevens has come all the way back to centre back.
He did that in the first half as well.
To receive the
played
ball.
the entire range of the pitch.
St. Leonard's boys just begin to slow down the pace of the game. And Comamere look to come forward again. This is Jilt. Not the best of passes there. Comamere look to come forward. The new man onto the ball. Strong and able to control. And Brown did well there. Control play. Lead the ball out into the top. Here comes Leonard's boy. Play the ball long. This is Comamere, Appleway, who missed the penalty in the first half. Nathan Skeet tries to spin away from his marker there in Reed Stevens. Unable to get away from his man. It's actually the number 18 from St. Leonard's book this occasion. The referee, Miss Dean, onto her notepad. Taking note. Comamere have a free kick here. Shaquan Payne stands over the balls. No or never. Ball floated into the box. Brown comes. Unable to clear the ball, and we will see no stoppage here. And the medics will be called in. Leonard's boys central defender on the ground. In pain. The players there, Brown.
Could be a time missing.
Giving him a pat on the head.
Not saying it is, but in my position, that's how I see it. Pretty unfortunate that Comamere.
Mr. Messiah there onto the field was actually the number 5 defender.
He's a coach and a medic as well.
Jaden Miller. And Leonard's boys have the 2-1 lead here. 80 plus minutes on the clock. And St. Leonard's boys are heading towards another victory in the Coca-Cola Barbados Secondary Schools football knockout tournament, as we will have a drop ball. Here comes St. Leonard's boys, some pushing and shoving. Stevens comes away. Possession. Free kick. Another player there goes in. The referee Dean's book. And Leonard's boys are now winding down the clock. Reed Stevens, who knows that his goal could be the winner here. And he boots the ball long. And that's the end of that. St. Leonard's boys, champions of the Coca-Cola Barbados Secondary Schools knockout competition for another year. As you see, the celebrations there go onto the field. It's a sea of red here at the Wildy Turf. Maitland, Comamere have come up short. And St. Leonard's boys 2 goals on the evening rather, from Nari Stevens. And St. Leonard's boys, again, victorious. The schoolboy giants of football in Barbados and Maitland. It's been a good game. What are your thoughts?
Forgive me for sounding a bit jet.
And indeed, it was a great time there for St. Leonard's boys, being victorious in that finals, one of many they've continued to do. And that brings us to the end of our virtual sports night. Hope you enjoyed it today as much as I did. And we look forward to having you back with us tomorrow when we will have our leadership day. That is the day where we will introduce and install our student leaders. And that will include our prefects, our forum captains and deputies, as well as our student council members. So do join us again tomorrow as we continue to celebrate our 69th anniversary here at St. Leonard's Boys Secondary School, as we would look and give the center stage to our student leaders tomorrow. So please join us again at 9 a.m. And remember to fear God, think clean, aim high. Do have a great day, everybody.